Your Lordship, may I make a mention regarding item number 14, that is hearing item, my Lord. Although only this matter is listed for hearing, my Lord, may I seek for another, it may be taken up after a week, my Lord. Because I have to clarify whether the leading counsel, Mr. S. Datta from Guwahati, he will be coming or not. If he's not coming, then I'll argue, my Lord. Yes, Mr. B. Ramenga.
No objection.
No objection, Your Lordship.
Much obliged, my Lord.
Your Lordship, if I may please mention item number 1 of the first list, Your Lordship. The learned Advocate General is appearing in this case, and he has requested that if the matter may be listed on Wednesday, Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship.
I have no objection, Lordship.
Your Lordship, my name is Lalnun Louis, Government Advocate, Your Lordship.
May I please, Lordship? Lordship, I am appearing for the petitioner, Lordship.
Hold on. 18.
Admission, item 2 and 3.
Lordship, in this case, I was directed to produce the records. However, my Lord, I have not received the complete records. If I may be granted some more time, my Lord, to produce all the records. 2 weeks' time, my Lord.
Judge, as per the last court date, the government advocate was directed to produce the records. Pertaining to the land settlement certificates allotted to the respondents in item number 3 and to the petitioners in item number 2.
Ms. Linda L. Farmer. Additional AG, my Lord. Yes, my Lord. My Lord, 2 weeks' time. Obliged.
Item 4.
Your Lordship, in this matter, it appears that pleadings are complete. And on the last occasion, this Honorable Court had directed the respondent number 9, that is Aizawl Municipal Corporation, to file affidavit. Yes, they have filed it already, my lord. So it appears that your lordship, the only question which is involved in the present PIL suo motu is that I am the owner of the building which is involved in the present matter, and my building had, I'm for the respondent number 10, my lord. And respondent number 11 is the owner of the hospital. They have been renting my building as hospital. And the point which was dealt by this Honorable Court is that initially, your lordship, it was not approved for the hospital purpose. And thereafter, and plus G+9, it was extended to the extent of G+9, and G+9 had already been approved. Plus, it had also been approved as the hospital purpose. So, my humble submission is that I think nothing remains in the present matter, my lord. Now, the AMC has already approved as per the building regulations. So, that is the only question involved.
So, my lord, in this case, this is how I understand this case, my lord. When this is a suo motu matter, my lord, first of all, that let me.
Parking, in fact, your lordship, since it was not for the hospital purpose, and initially parking. Yes, your lordship, during the pendency of this case, your lordship, and regarding the parking lots, the direction was made, in fact, that sort of direction, and thereafter, in compliance with that, your lordship, some demolitions were made, modifications were made. So it is, the parking is, as of now, it is as per the regulations of the AMC, my lord. AMC's counsel is also here. I think he could clarify that point itself. So regarding parking as well as the building permission, everything is in compliance with the regulations, my lord, at this stage.
Where do the patient get down while coming to the hospital? Where they get from?
That is, yes, now facilities are there, my lord, the arrangements could be made. I think the learned counsel for...
Now it is your building, you must be knowing
Yes. Yes, my lord, now...
whether one floor is allotted for parking purpose. That was the issue. That
It is adjacent to the road level, my lord. The parking is there.
where do the patient get down from the ambulance?
It is...
On the road itself.
Yes, on the road level itself, my lord. Yes. Easily it could be accessible, my lord.
Lordship, as per the building regulation, the floor on the road level has been reserved for parking. The ambulance comes into the building. The patient is allowed to get down from the vehicle inside the building, not on the roadside,
Whole floor.
as per the building regulation.
Buildings are complete. We will fix the matter again.
Wednesday.
Whether it could be fixed this coming Wednesday, my lord? See. My lord. My lord. Yes, your lordship. Tete. After a week.
Lal Nun Lui, Your Lordship. 1 to 8, Your Lordship.
1 to 8, 11 and 12.
1 to 8, 11 and 12, Your Lordship.
And for the respondent number 9, man. This one.
Mr. B. Lalram Menga, my lord. Respondent number 10. B. Lalram Menga. Much obliged, my
Much
lord.
obliged.
Item 5.
Item 4 only question.
My lord, I am appearing for the petitioner and on behalf of my senior, my lord. Though we were to file the rejoinder affidavit, my lord, despite an attempt, the specific notification which sanctions 59 crores for the repair of the roads within the subject matter area has not been furnished to us by the petitioner himself, and so my senior had taken the initiative of traveling to Lunglei, where the subject matter of this PIL situates, to have the photographs taken as well. So kindly allow me 2 weeks time to file the rejoinder affidavit. Lỡ rồi cô ngập bảo tu.
Advocate, yes.
I'm obliged.
Item 6.
May I please, my lord? My lord, in item 6, my lord, I am praying for a small accommodation, my lord, because this matter, my lord, it would be better if, my lord, it is heard physically, my lord, I could not be present. So, my lord, I am praying for a short adjournment, my lord, so that it can be heard physically, my lord.
Your Worship, in that case, a date may kindly be fixed so that my learned friend can know on what date he has to come.
Yes, my lord, immediately after vacation, my lord, may fix any date.
You have any date, then just
Lal Nun Lui, Your Lordship. Lal Nun Lui, Your Lordship. Nun Lui. Yes, Your Lordship.
the private respondents.
hearings to address as per the main execution present before the court. And for the same purpose, some accommodation is made. There is not a cost of counsel from the other side. Considering this suggested date, Mr. Gupta suggested date,
My lord,
16 July.
नाश्ता उधर जाए
You suggested date, Mr. Gupta. You suggested it, Mr.
I'm okay with 17, George.
Then this matter will be said on 17th of
Firstly. Your should may kindly fix it on, sorry, yeah, on the DB day, 16th of July. 16th of July.
Item 7.
Sorry, no, sorry. No.
Yes, Your Lordships. This is a state appeal against the judgment and order passed by the learned single judge, Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship. The judgment was passed on 26 March 2024, and in the judgment wherein the state government were directed to refund the cess, 15% cess deducted from the award of the landowners, Your Lordship. And Your Lordship, if I may go to the gist of the case very briefly. Yes, the private landowners. Yes, my lord, this is a writ appeal.
My lord.
No, my lord. In the last court date, I have mentioned it, but the learned counsel stated that they are not the interested parties, and if the case may be proceed. In the last. Yes, exactly, Your Lordship. Yes, Your Lordship. Vane Siami. Vane Siami. Ne Siami. Government advocate.
That's only the Kiang Te, my lord. Lian Kiang Te. My lord. For the respondent number 1 to 22. Private respondents.
Who has brought it?
23 and 24. 23 is Union of India and 24 is the NHIDCL. They have not been represented yet, my lord.
Who is appearing for Union of India?
Notice will have to go first, my lord. None appears.
Application.
Yes, my lord, I can accept notice on their behalf. However, a copy may be for this.
23 big pen.
Below, 23. They have a separate council, my lord.
They have their own standing council.
Yes.
Mr. Samuel Shepard is the standing counsel, however,
You serve notice on them.
Yes, Your Lordship, I will serve.
For Zairem Sangpui, CTC. Yes. Respondent number 22.
The petitioner shall take fresh steps for the issuance of notice on the standing council of the respondent number 4. You take this within
24, my lord.
3 days from the date of this order. Then this matter will be listed again after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by this. Let the requisite numbers of copies of the memo of the economic emissions furnished to the Central Standing Council by the Council for the during the course of this agreement.
Obliged.
Item 8.
May it please your lordships, I am appearing on behalf of Mr. Samuel Vanal Chata. He is absent today due to personal difficulties. So if this matter may be listed again after 3 weeks, your lordships.
2 weeks.
Your lordship, he is absent today because there was his relative passed away this morning, so he was unable to attend the court today morning, your lordship. So if this matter may be listed after 3 weeks. The additional AG, your lordship, Mr. Samuel Vanal Sheta. Lal Nunlu, your lordship. Your lordship, government advocate. Yes, sir.
Raise for an adjournment on the ground that there is a agreement
Yes, your lordship.
in
Samuel Vanal Shiata.
Samuel Vanal Shiata.
Yes, Your Lordship.
And additionally,
Yes, Your Lordship.
so, Mr. A.R. Malhotra, the counsel for the writ of appeal, does not oppose this trade. Trade is around 10 discussion listed after 3 weeks.
Your Lordship, if the same prayer may be allowed for item number 9 as well, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, in item 9, on the last court date, the registry was directed to give a report regarding service on respondent number 4, whether the service is complete or no. Office noting of the 7th of May, Your Lordship, last order, there was a, so then that may be reflected in the order. Your Lordship.
Lal Nunlui, Your Lordship. Appearing for state respondents number 1, 2, 3, 5 and 8.
Nun Louis.
Lal Nunlui, Your Lordship. L-A-L-N-U-N-H-L-U-I. L-A-L-N-U-N-H-L-U-I. Yes, Your Lordship. Lal Nun Lui, Your Lordship. Vanal Shiata. Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Item 10.
Ten.
10.
Application for condonation of delay.
Your Lordship, we are going to appear on behalf of this respondent, number 1. So we need 1 week time to file an affidavit.
Heard Mr. C. Joram Channel, learned counsel for the applicant. Also heard Mr.
Zay Malsom Zwala.
Zay
Malsom Zwala.
Malsam Zwala,
Yes.
who submits that he will be appearing for the opposite parties and will be filing their wakalatnama during the course of the day.
Yes. Your Lordship. Yes.
And praise for some time for filing objection to the prayer for condoning the delay made by the applicant. The prayer for the time is granted. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks. In the meanwhile,
1 week, Lordship.
after 1 week.
Yes.
In the meanwhile, the respondent may file their written objection.
Your Lordship.
Is it? On last date also you made
They are, my Lord, same party,
same prayer.
same prayer, same farm.
Yes, Your Lordship, we need to file this Vakalanama and written
You
objection.
take 2 weeks time, but file within this time.
Yes, yes, we'll definitely file during
Instead
the
of
course
1
of the
week,
day.
we are granting it to, let it
Yes.
be 2 weeks.
Actually, the delay is also only 26 days, Lordship.
No, but still they have right.
Yes.
Instead of 1 week, make it 2 weeks.
Obliged.
Item 11.
May it please Your Lordship, in terms of the last court order, the registry has taken steps for service of notice to the respondent number 2 through the PP. However, the ID card and the record of the trial court is still awaited at this stage.
Your Lordship, I have sent officer in charge a letter forwarding the notice on 23rd May 2025, and the same is awaited, the return is awaited at this stage. So if I may be given at least a week time to,
You get instructions from the jurisdictional
yes, jurisdictional police station.
police station. Heard Miss
Zoram Thana.
Zoram Sangha,
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Zoram Sangha, learned counsel for the appellant. Also at Miss Mary L. Kyangte, learned public prosecutor,
Yes, additional public prosecutor.
additional public prosecutor. It appears who submits that though the notices to respondent number 2 were sent through the office of the public prosecutor, however, the service report is still awaited. The records of the trial court have also not yet been received. Issue reminder for the same. Learned additional public prosecutor is requested to get the information regarding the fate of the notice. Yes.
Yes, my lord. This IA is about the condonation of delay for 482 days for filing the connected writ appeal.
Notices have been issued.
The notice is already issued, and the objection is also filed by the respondents also.
Who is appearing for the?
I am, Your Lordship.
You are objecting to? Yes.
Yes, yes, I'm objecting the IA, Your Lordship.
Yes. Make your submissions.
Yes, my lord. The impugned judgment and order was passed on 7/12/2023 by this single bench of this honorable court in the BPC number 89 of 2020. Then the on 7/12/2023, the judgment and order was passed, and the appellant approached his counsel and was informed that he can file an appeal against the dismissal order if he wished to do so. Thereafter, the applicant informed his counsel that he was not satisfied with the judgment and order dated 7/12/2023, and he would like to prefer an appeal. However, the appellant was restrained from filing the present appeal due to the closure of Honorable High Court on account of court holidays during the relevant period.
No,
Then-
where have you mentioned the reasons for delay?
In
Which
page
page?
number 4, my lord.
কি কৈছে?
Yes, in para 2A, B, C are my grounds for filing this application. Then, unfortunately, the applicant had been diagnosed with hepatitis C in the month of January 2024 and subsequently underwent medical treatment at Christian Hospital, Sierkon by Dr. Lal Ramzawa, senior specialist, and was found to cure of active infection in February 2025. During the period of his illness, the applicant was physically unfit to travel and was incapacitated, therefore unable to initiate or pursue any legal proceedings, including the filing of the present appeal. Then, thereafter, the applicant had again approached his counsel on 31/3/2025, and the counsel for the applicant had immediately applied for a copy of the certified copy of judgment and order dated 7/12/2023 before the Assistant Registrar, Guwahati High Court Aizawl Bench, and the same was issued on 11/4/2025. That the counsel for the applicant had then studied the case, which took about 7 days, and thereafter informed the applicant that there were
How
substantial
much is
grounds.
the delay?
482 days, my lord.
So your main ground is that you were suffering from hepatitis
Yes.
C.
Yes, and I underwent treatment.
Yes, Ms. Kante.
Yes, Your Lordship, this application contains an unexplained inordinate delay because nothing is mentioned, just that he suffered from hepatitis C. A lot of people, unfortunately, suffered from hepatitis C. But then nothing is mentioned as to whether he was bedridden or he was in a coma or somehow how that situation have debarred him from filing the appeal. But then nothing is mentioned as such. And Your Lordship, with the modern technologies being used and available as of days, that is not an excuse. If he was in a coma for 438 days, I would have understand. But then there is no explanation. Just that the explanation of delay given in the application is that it's winter vacation. But then first of all, in the winter vacation, nothing debars us from filing the condemnation of delay because the registry is open for filing in a case of emergency. In every holiday, in every vacation that we have had in the past and in the future also, there will be a notification stating that registry personnel, this and that will be on duty to accommodate the filing of urgent cases. So that is not an excuse. And the main excuse for this inordinate delay is that suffering from hepatitis B. Now, he is a resident of Lunglei district, no doubt. Lunglei district, I don't know exactly, but then it's about, I think, 8 hours drive from Aizawl. 8 hours drive from Aizawl. So nothing on record shows that he could not travel, nor he could not use his mobile phone or computers so as to get engaged with a lawyer. So nothing debars him. So this is nothing but an unexplained delay, unexplained delay and inordinate delay. If it was in some time,
day-to-day explanation
Okay.
yes. And Your Lordship, the law, it's not a case that he have a separate law of limitation. The law of limitation binds everyone. It has to be a sufficient cause. Now, I cannot say that the reason stated here in the application is not sufficient enough.
Okay, we'll pass the orders in chambers.
Yes.
Let us go through.
Item 13. Sorry, Madam. Item 12. 13.
Give this in my chamber. This one and the first VC item. VC item also in chamber. Yes.
Lord, in this case, we have received one IA from the from one of the respondents in the PIL, my lord. Now, my lord, in this respect, I have spoken to my clients, my lord. But if I may be given some more time to take some more concrete instructions, my lord.
This IA is regarding what?
My lord, so this issue, my lord, this PIL is with respect to landslides that have happened along the roads from Bongkon to Durklang. My lord, there is that road from Bongkon to Durklang. There are a lot of landslides that happened last year. So this was a case that came up because of that reason. Now, by this court's order, my lord, all the lands in that area, all the constructions that were taking place, they were stayed by this court's order. And all the people who had constructed their lands, my lord, who had constructed buildings, they were made respondents in this case. And the applicant, sorry, my lord, in this IA is one of the people who has a land in that locality. And so he wants to continue the constructions of his building in that area. So he has filed this IA, my lord. Now my client...
Rajab, the reason why the applicant has filed this application is because, Your Worship, the construction of the applicant is in between two concrete buildings which are on either side of the applicant's construction. And now with monsoons already setting in, if the construction of the pillars is not completed, there's going to be a huge danger for landslide, which will affect the buildings on either side of the applicant's construction, ongoing construction. So in fact, the application is in fact for a direction to allow me to continue the construction of my pillars in order to avoid any landslide. Otherwise, if the construction of the pillars is not allowed to be continued, the ground has already been dug up and there's danger for the buildings on either side of the construction site. And you will see in the affidavit filed by the respondent number 7, AMC, they have passed an order.
Who has stayed the construction court?
The court.
This court, my lord.
But
This court had passed an order staying the constructions of all the roads from the Bongkon area to Durklang.
Construction along the road?
Along the road, my lord. The reason being, my lord, because there were a lot of landslides last year because of the constructions. There were a lot of constructions that were happening last year.
No, but his submission is that unless construction, there is digging already made. So unless it is allowed to be complete, there is again the risk of more landslides.
So, my lord, I understand the concern raised by my learned friend, my lord. Now, my lord, what can be done? This as an amicus, my lord, because I am appearing only as an amicus, my lord. What can be done, my lord? This is my humble, this is only my humble suggestion, my lord. That can be done is perhaps his land, my lord, if there is any problem with the landslide in his land, maybe a retaining wall or that kind of thing can be done, my lord, at this stage, because this entire case, it has to go before he finishes his construction. Otherwise, my lord, let's say he continues the construction, because I personally cannot assess.
How much time you require to verify?
My lord, if I may be given 1 or 2 days, or
yes,
we can have it on Wednesday also.
If your lordship will, yeah, Wednesday is okay with me. And in the meantime, your lordship, my learned friend can also go through the order of this honorable court, and the order dated 18th of July, the first order. 18th of July, if your lordship will kindly see. The first order, 18th of July. Passed in the PIL, and para 13.
Para?
13, relevant para 13.
Yes.
Your Lordship, the second portion, I'll read para 13. The municipal commissioner, deputy commissioner and the SP ISO shall file an affidavit within a period of 2 weeks in relation to the direction passed by this court regarding stoppage of all new construction activity being implemented in the Bongkon Durthang Leighton Road. Now the next portion, the above direction will however not be applicable to construction activity that is being undertaken for the purpose of stoppage of any future landslides, like retaining wall, etc. So now the Honorable Court has given permission for construction which is being undertaken for the purpose of stoppage of any landslide. So in my case also,
then there is no...
My lord, that's exactly what I'm saying, my lord. What I'm saying is, as per this first order, it has allowed for the construction of retaining walls and other things like this,
etc.
So what I'm trying to say, my lord, my suggestion is, if they do that much, to that extent, they may be allowed, my lord, but to complete the construction of their entire building.
Well, Your Worship, it is only the initial stage. How can be completed?
No, what I'm trying to say, that's exactly, my learned friend, I'm just trying to assist the court, my lord, that if they have not started the construction, to avoid the landslide, my lord, if there is a requirement to construct the retaining wall or the pillars, to that extent, if this court thinks it's fit, my lord, then that's fine, because the first order already allows it.
Where is the stay granted?
Your Worship, this is the name para 14.
Paragraph 13, my lord.
No, stays in para 14.
Paragraph 13 is the stay, my lord.
Yes.
The first part. The first part of paragraph 13, my lord, is the stay.
Stays by AMC.
Stays granted
by the
guided by
court.
the para 12, Your Worship.
Para 12, yes.
Para 12. Stays in para 12.
Stays in para 12. Para 13 is
giving permission.
Permission, yes.
To
But you are seeking seeking leave for continuation of construction of your building.
The pillars, which I have already done. If Your Lordship will see in my application,
Yes. Yes, which para?
I'll read from para 3. As already stated by me in para number 5 of my affidavit, there are 2 buildings already constructed on either side of my construction site. Shri Wansang Liana's building, consisting of G plus 7 floors, is on the Durthang Leighton side, and Shri Sangming Thanga's building, consisting of G plus 5 floors, on Bongkon side. As per para 4, subclause 10 of my affidavit, after being granted building permit, while letter number so-and-so dated 16/4/24 and letter dated 6/6/24, I had straightaway started construction of my residential building G plus 7 by constructing a temporary hut for the construction workers, and I had also applied for water connection and temporary electric connection, which have been granted to me. In fact, I have already started excavating the soil for erection of pillars, and we have already excavated soil amounting to 50 truck trips. I have also collected a large amount of building materials, that is iron rods, cement, sand, stones, etc. And I have erected one pillar at a depth of around 15 feet. With the approaching onset of monsoons, there will be a danger for both concrete buildings on either side of my construction if my construction site is left in its current stage. So my purpose at this stage is the pillars which have already been dug up, they may be allowed to be completed. Otherwise, it's causing a danger to my neighbors.
Exception.
It can be done under the supervision of the respondent number 7, the Aizawl Municipal Council.
For my lord, like the first order says, my lord, what can be done, my lord, is that they can finish off the retaining wall. My lord, the retaining wall
No, there is no prayer for...
No, there is no prayer for that, my lord. They have made for complete... That's the only reason I am objecting, my lord.
Then
The only...
in that case, the AMC, along with my learned friend, we can conduct a spot verification and see what is dangerous at this stage. And we may be allowed to fix that.
Yes, that may be
So,
allowed.
no, the reason I'm saying this, my lord, they have had spot verification. And if I have not mistaken, my lord, the only concern raised by this court is, my lord, that all these constructions, this is the oral observation made by this court, my lord, in the previous court dates, that all these cases have to be decided on a piecemeal basis and that on a what do you call it, my lord, on a case-to-case basis.
No, but if stay results in more landsliding, that is not intended by the court.
That's not intended by this court, absolutely not. So, my lord, that's the reason why I'm saying, my lord, now his prayer is, of course, for the construction of the entirety of the building.
That may not be allowed.
That may not be allowed. So, what can be done, my lord? This court can, my lord, give a relief to him to the extent that he can construct the retaining wall and his pillar so that the landslide does not happen. And, my lord, let's understand one thing. His land, there are two aspects in this case, my lord. Because Mizoram is slopey, my lord, there are some houses which are built on the other side of the road, let's say on the slope side, top side of the road. And there are some houses which are built below the road, my lord. And when houses are constructed below the road, my lord, because if it's heavy, there is a chance that the land might not hold the buildings. And so it becomes more dangerous. Whereas on the top side of this side, my lord, even if the houses are slightly heavier, then there is less concern. So the only concern raised in this case is because his land is on the lower side. So full construction at this stage, my lord, if this court allows at this stage before the finality of this case, might become a little bit more concerning. It might cause a little more problem. But as per the first court's order, my lord, this court had clearly allowed that if the construction is only to the extent of retaining wall and pillar to avoid more landslide, then it can be allowed. So to that extent, my lord, I think it's okay to allow them to construct, but not for the entirety of the house, my lord.
I agree that in fact, G plus 7 floors, it cannot be constructed in 2 months.
Yes. But the reason I'm mentioning all this, my lord, is only because in his IA, he has mentioned for the construction of the entirety of the house. That's the reason why, my lord. But this court can always mold the relief, my lord. I'm not.
So that may be kindly allowed.
Who is for municipal court?
I'm for the municipal corporation, and instruction is still being awaited from my side. And with regard to my learned friend's submission, the municipal corporation has already issued an order. It has been incorporated in my affidavit dated 6/8/24. That is the order dated 19/7/2024.
Municipal corporation. Will it rain in coming days?
According to the weather report, the whole week is going to rain.
I've seen.
But my lord, let me mention one thing. I'm not trying to minimize their concern, my lord. But my lord, we have had the heaviest rainfall recorded in the past few months and in the past few years, my lord.
No.
Recently. But nothing happened to his land. That's all I'm saying, my lord. So the concern is there, but my lord, I'm just.
You
trying
verify it.
Yes.
You verify we are giving.
My learned friend is going to take the responsibility if something happens. Well and good.
My lord, I don't want to. I'm not minimizing his concern, my lord. Not at all.
Judge, like my learned friend has said, at least the pillars and the retaining wall, to a certain extent, to avoid any disaster at this stage, as permitted by the Honorable High Court in order dated 18th of July.
My lord, if my learned friend is willing to modify his prayer, the purpose of retaining walls, etc., to prevent further landslide has already been allowed by the court.
You go to the spot, verify, and suggest to the court what is required to be done for preventing landslide. That much we will allow. Without spot verification, within 2 days.
Yes. AMC can do that. They are the ones who are.
Within 2 days,
just to visit the store.
2 days or 3.
Thursday?
Thursday.
Come out Thursday.
Let the MC do that, my lord.
Okay. Heard Mr. A.R. Malhotra in IA. Heard Mr. A.R. Malhotra, London Council for the applicant / respondent number
9.
Respondent number 9. Also heard Mr. Joseph Learned Amicus Curie and Mr. Zoram Sangha appearing for respondent number 7. Linda M. L. Farmbill, Learned Additional AG, appearing for the state respondent. Anybody else is appearing?
Miscellaneous application, I have nothing.
Okay, you are.
I am for respondent but 10 and 11, my lord. And I have something to submit to you.
Okay, let us pass an order in. This interlocutory application has been filed by the respondent number 9. Respondent number 9, under section 151 of the Code of Civil Procedure for granting permission to this applicant to continue the construction of his building in accordance with the development permit number 03710 dated 3/4/2024. Learned Counsel for the applicant has submitted that by its order dated 18/7/2024, this court had stayed this court had directed that no new construction activities shall be allowed on the either side of Bangkwan Dot Lang within bracket Leighton Road. However, Learned Counsel for the applicant has submitted that the applicant has already excavated the soil started excavating the soil for erection of the pillars and have collected large amount of building materials, and also erected one concrete pillar at a depth of around 15 feet. Learned counsel for the applicant submits that unless the applicant is allowed to complete the constructions of the pillars, there is a danger of landslide in that area, and therefore he may be allowed to continue the further construction of the house in order to avoid any mishaps during the ongoing monsoon season. Stop. On the other hand, learned amicus curiae has submitted that in view of the order dated 18/7/2024, wherein this court had clarified that the stay on new construction activity alongside the road will not be applicable to construction activities that is being undertaken for the purpose of stoppage of any future landslide. Stop. He submits that the petitioner, he submits that if the stoppage of construction, further construction of pillars result in any further any landslide in that area, perhaps the necessity of taking all such measures to avoid such future landslides would be required, and he prays that a spot verification by the Aizawl Municipal Corporation may be done in this regard, and only after getting the report of the Aizawl Municipal Corporation, this court may pass necessary orders as may be required to prevent any landslide in that area. Learned Mr. Zoram Sangma, learned counsel for the Aizawl Municipal Corporation, agrees to the proposal of the learned amicus curiae. Hence, in view of above, let there be a spot verification by the officials of Aizawl Municipal Corporation as early as possible to find out as to whether there is any danger of further landslide in the area where the respondent number 9 is constructing his house, and what is required to be done to prevent such landslide. Let this case be listed again on
19th June. Thursday.
19th of June for report by the
My lord, a copy of the order may be furnished to me
Aizawl Municipal Corporation.
for further communication.
Let a copy of this order be furnished to the learned counsel for the Aizawl Municipal Corporation, that is respondent number
7.
7.
Your Worship, once more, if the respondent 9 also may be included in the spot verification.
The amicus. Who is respondent
No,
9?
the applicant. The applicant.
Yes, the respondent number 9 may remain present during the process of spot verification and may assist the process of spot verification.
My lord, even the petitioner may be included.
The petitioner,
The petitioner may also participate.
because the petitioner, my lord, INTACT is an organization, so one of them
a representative of the petitioner may also remain present during the spot verification by Aizawl Municipal Corporation. List accordingly on 18th. In the main PIL, what is the stage?
Well, in the main PIL, I am for respondent number 10 and 11. I would like to take a lordship to the order passed by this honorable court on 7/5/2025. 7/5/2025.
Yes. Last one. Yes.
With lordship permission, I'm reading the order. Mr. Zoram Chana Lanet Counsel for the respondent number 7, AMC, submits that affidavit has been filed as directed by this court, vide order number so and so. Mr. L.H. Liantrima Lanet Senior Counsel, appearing for the respondent number 10 and 11, submits that although the respondent number 7 was directed to make a list of persons whose building plans have been affected by the stay order passed by this court, the respondent number 11 does not find mention amongst the list of persons that was prepared, my lord. That was the order passed. That was my submission. On the basis of my submission, this order was passed. However, direction was not given to the AMC, respondent number 7. So my prayer to your lordship is to give direction to the AMC, respondent number 7, to give a report on the respondent number 10. What was the position of the respondent number 10? Although stay order was passed against respondent number 10, nothing has been mentioned in the report made by the respondent number 7, my lord. They have missed out the respondent number 10, my lord.
Okay. So his prayer is what is the status of 10? Yes, Mr.
Yes, my lord. I will get instruction as to how the respondent number 10 got left out. Because as in the affidavit filed by the respondent number 7 on 11 March 2025.
No,
On March
whether
2025.
respondent number 10 finds
Yes.
mentioned in the list.
Yes, my lord. All the other persons, such as the respondent number 9, 11, and other persons were also mentioned in paragraph number 3 of my affidavit. However, the respondent number 10 remains left out.
Left out means
Left out means that there is no report
whether he
with
is
regard
affected
to-
or not.
with regard to the respondent number 11. That is Sri K. Silal Omoya. These persons such as the respondent number 9, 10, 12.
No, what it
has been
means,
mentioned.
make a list of persons.
The
whose
list of
building-
persons who were outside the protected area but who have made constructions.
and on whom the stay order is not operative.
No, stay order has been operated to everybody, to all the respondents.
Then,
However, I was directed to clarify as to the list of persons whose building plans have been affected by the stay order passed by this honorable court, and whether those persons' lands fall within the restricted areas. And the AMC had clarified that the respondent number 9,
where is that direction?
my lord, the order dated 13/2/2025.
Okay. Now,
These persons, such as respondent number 9, 10, 23, and 24, have been reported to have been affected by the stay order, but their buildings are outside the restricted area. And the respondent number 11 wants to claim the same relief. However, he has not been included in the report by the AMC. So the AMC can make a verification, my lord,
verification as to whether
as to the status of the respondent number 11.
11 you have clarified. Oh, 11 does not mention.
11 is not mentioned. 9, 10,
Okay.
and
Okay. Heard.
23 and 24.
Heard Mr. L.H. Laihan Shyama, Learned Senior Counsel, appearing for respondent number 10 and 11, who submits that though by order dated 7/5/2025, this court had observed that the respondent number 7 was directed to make a list of persons whose building plans have been affected by the stay orders passed by this court. And the respondent number 11 does not find mention amongst the list of person which was prepared by the Municipal Corporation Aizawl. Learned Senior Counsel for the respondent number 10 and 11 has submitted that the Aizawl Municipal Corporation Aizawl may be directed to submit a report regarding the status of respondent number 11 as to whether what status, whether it is affected by the stay order or not.
Whether it is within the protected area or not.
Protected area means protected by?
Protected by the order
Okay.
issued by the government.
So, my lord, there are two elements. I'll just explain the protected area, my lord. So that area, along that road, my lord, there are some areas which are restricted, protected area where you cannot enter only. So there are some people who are constructing houses inside the protected area, my lord. So with those people who are constructing houses inside the protected area, my lord, the question is not regarding landslide. It's regarding whether they are infringers or not, my lord. So what my learned senior is saying is
Okay. What was the last line? As to whether respondent number 11 falls within the protected area or not is not there, and he prays that the respondent number 7 may be directed to submit a report in that regard.
Right, my lord. And my lord, apart from that, we have already filed affidavit, and the matter can be heard and disposed of in the coming week also.
Okay. The learned counsel for respondent number 7 submits that he will be clarifying the status of respondent number 11 and an opportunity may be granted to submit a report in that regard.
Yes, by the affidavit, my lord.
The prayer is allowed. The respondent number 7 shall submit an additional affidavit in respect of the status of respondent number 11 as prayed for by the learned senior counsel for the respondent number 10 and 11. When, how?
After 2 weeks, my lord.
After
After a week.
After a week. List accordingly.
My lord, there is one more thing that has to be mentioned, my lord. As per the last court's order, the registry was to put up notices, whether notices were being served regarding respondent numbers 24 and 25, my lord. So if step is complete or not, my lord, the registry has to inform. So if it's there or not, my lord, I'm not sure. Last court's order is 7/5/2025.
It also appears from the office note dated 13/6/2025 that the notices issued to respondent number 24 and 25 have not yet been returned. We will await
Certainly, my lord. There are two, or yes.
await for next 2 weeks. Await further. List accordingly. Three
of the part 2 list. I've taken the consent of the other side also.
I have no objection.
Heard Mr. Roshan Subedi,
Yes.
learned counsel for the appellant, who prays for an adjournment on the ground of personal difficulties. Also heard Ms. Dinari T. Aziu, learned counsel for respondent number 7. And who else is there?
In Oman so far.
Who does not opposes the prayer?
Yes, Sir Lordship. We are respondent number 1 to 6, state respondents.
You are appearing for?
State respondents, Your Lordship.
Also heard Ms. Lalnun Huili, learned government advocate, appearing for the state respondents who do not opposes the prayer. Hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks.
May it please Your Lordship, I would like to mention item number 1 and 2 of the hearing cause list, Your Lordship. If this matter may be, if these two cases may be taken up on the 24th June of this month, Your Lordship, if the matter may be fixed on 24th June.
I'm for the appellant, Madam.
24th.
Next Tuesday.
Okay. Heard Ms. Lalnan Hui, learned government advocate, appearing for the state respondents. Also heard Mr.
Si Tlan Thiang Lima.
C.
Tlan Thiang Lima.
Lal Shia Pui, learned. No. What is your name?
Si Tlan Thiang Lima.
Your name is not there in
It's there, my lord.
Which one?
1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth one.
Okay. C. Zosang.
Si Tlan Thiang Lima, my lord. Item 1. I'm for the
Oh,
appellant.
yes. C. How to pronounce your title?
Tlan Thiang Lima.
Tlang Thia
Lima,
Lima.
my lord.
Learned counsel for the appellant who does not oppose this prayer. Hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed on 24th of June.
Yes, Your Lordship.
24th June.
Yes, Your Lordship. Much obliged, Your Lordship.
My Lord, may I mention on the behalf of my senior, Mr. Pisil Thangmoya, today he was not being able to show up
Which
because...
item? Which item?
Item 11, my Lord. His hearing list, item 11.
I'm for the appellant.
Item 11 of the hearing list.
Oh, it's from the hearing list, my Lord. It's 11.
Yes, what is your name?
Lel Ngay Omi.
Heard Miss Lal Ne Ui. Miss Learned Counsel appearing on behalf of Mr.
PC Lal Thangmoya.
P.C. Lalthan Moya, Learned Counsel for respondent number 4, who prays for an adjournment on the ground of personal difficulty of the conducting counsel. Also heard C. Laltiang Lima, Learned Counsel for the appellant, who does not opposes the prayer. Hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks on a date to be fixed by registry.
Wait, my lord, may I make a mention in respect of hearing list item number 12?
Item number 12.
Yes, may I pray for a fixed date this coming Friday? That is 20 of June. I have taken the permission of the other side.
Heard Miss Lal Rong Kunga Pautu.
No. My lord, Lalpian Fela Chongtu, Appellant's Counsel.
It will take some time. Heard Miss Lal Pian Fela Changthu, Learned Counsel for the... You have informed the Legal Aid Council?
Yes, he is available here. And the PP also informed.
Who prays for listing this matter on
This Friday, 20 June.
20th June.
Yes, this Friday.
He submits that Learned Legal Aid Council, Mr. Lalrong Kunga, what is your name?
Lalrong Kunga Pautu.
Lalrong Kunga Pautu, and Learned Additional Public Prosecutor, who is appearing for the PP, does not
here.
Does not raises any objection. Hence, let this matter be listed on 20th June.
Yes. Oblige your lordship.
Addition, item 1 to 6.
Your lordship will allow me to mention item 8, part 2.
8.
Yes, Your Honor. If this can come up on 23rd, coming Monday.
Heard Mr. A.R. Malhotra, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Appellant. Who is appearing for the other side?
Yeah.
Government.
The consent of
Who prays for an adjournment and also prays for listing this matter on
23rd, Monday.
23rd June. The prayer is not opposed to by Learned Government Council. Hence, same is allowed. List accordingly.
Submission item 1 to 6.
Well, in this case, my lord, the principal seat appeal is pending, my lord. Regarding the same issue, my lord, the stay order is also there, my lord. The writ appeal number 265 of 23 and another is, my lord, writ appeal number 320 of 2023, my lord. And that matter is fixed on 24th of June, my lord. So may I pray this matter may come on 14th of July, my lord, immediately after opening the...
Writ appeal number?
One is, my lord, 265/23 and another is 320 of 2023, my lord. I am for respondent 3, my lord.
The parties are represented by their learned counsels. Stop. Mr. S.K. Medhi, learned Central Government Council, submits that writ appeal number 265/2023 as well as writ appeal number next
320.
320/2023 are pending before the principal's bench of this court, and as the matter in the instant writ petitions are connected with the issues to be tackled in the aforesaid writ appeals, these writ petitions may be taken up after the disposal of the aforesaid writ appeals. He submits that the said writ appeals are listed before the principal seat on.
It will be listed on 24th of June, my lord.
Will be listed on 24th of June. Hence, these writ petitions may be listed after the said date.
14th of July, my lord.
14th July? The prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after on 14th of July.
My lord.
Item 7.
Yes.
This application for grant of interim injunction in connection with IS Civil number 76 of 2025. In this case,
You are taking up the IA?
Yes, Your Lordship, appeal has been admitted. RFA 1 of 2025 has been admitted, and stay has been granted in respect of the impugned judgment and order. However, in the meantime, the respondent number 5A has been continuing construction of the house building within the disputed land, even in spite of the fact that the stay has been granted by this honorable court. So I have been making pressure for issue of the interim injunction, directing the respondent number 5A not to continue with the construction.
What is the case?
The case is, Your Lordship, there's a dispute over the ownership of a land. The earlier, prior to issuance of LSCs in the names of the plaintiffs and the defendants number 1 to 4, the lands were covered by their respective periodic patas. There was no dispute in respect of the periodic patas,
and the periodic patas were converted to land settlement certificates. When the land settlement certificates were issued, the plaintiffs, who are the respondents number 1 to 5, they had raised the plea that the lands have been overlapped by the LSCs of the defendants number 1 to 4, who are the appellants here now. And the matter was adjudicated by the Court of Senior Civil Judge by issuing the impugned judgment and order, in that the matter was decided in such a way that if there is overlapping of the land, since the LSCs of the defendants, who are the appellants, are later in time, they may be shifted to some other appropriate places. Okay. And the LSCs of the plaintiffs were said to be right, and they are given the right to occupy and to continue. And that
plaintiffs means the respondent in this?
Yes, plaintiffs are the respondents now.
Okay.
But that was...
now whether they have appeared in this appeal?
Yes, they have made their appearance, all of them.
Who is representing them?
They have taken time again and again in respect of this particular application for interim injunction. Mr. Ricky has made his appearance. In the cause list, Lordship will see a number of the counsels are appearing on behalf of the respondents, the private respondents. The state is represented by the State Counsel. In the meantime, Your Lordship, because of the fact that respondent number 5 had transferred ownership of his said land in favor of respondent number 5A. 5A was not a party before the learned trial court. 5A was subsequently impleaded after filing of the present appeal.
In this interlocutory application, have you made 5A party?
Yes, yes.
Whether notice
yes,
have been
notice
issued?
has been served to her, and
they have appeared?
They have made their appearance last time also.
Who is appearing for 5A?
Mr. Ricky had made his appearance.
Where is Mr. Ricky?
Ricky
yes, Your Lordship, on behalf of both additional AG, Mr. Samuel Vanal Shyata, and also on behalf of Mr. J.H. Ricky, Your Lordship, I may notify the court that both of them have personal difficulty today.
When they will be available?
Your Lordship, if they will probably be available next week.
Your Lordship, Mr. Ricky has just talked to my junior. He said, I have missed the date. I was thinking that tomorrow is the date.
Okay.
So that's why he has not made his appearance. The matter may be fixed for tomorrow, Your Lordship.
Your Lordship, I, on behalf of Mr. Samuel Vanal Shyata, who is the additional AG, the case has been endorsed to him, and due to the bereavement in his family, he is not available today. So I cannot assure that he'll be available tomorrow as well.
There's nothing against the state in this particular IA.
Yes, 5A
because state is, of course, a proper party, but the respondent number 5 was been implemented
you can appear.
OP number 2, OP number 1 and 2.
Heard Mr. C. Lalram Zawwa, learned senior counsel for the applicant, assisted by Mr. Stephen Lalbuat Saiha, also heard Ms. Lal Nun Huili,
Yes, Your Lordship.
learned government advocate, who submits that the government is represented in this case by the learned additional AG, Mr. Samuel
Vanlal Sheta.
Vanlal Shiata,
Yes, Your Lordship.
and there is a bereavement in his family, and therefore she prays for an adjournment on that ground. She also submits that the learned counsel for respondent number 5, Mr. J.H. Ricky,
5 and 5A.
5 and 5A, J.H. Ricky Lal Ruat Fela, has also some personal difficulty and has prayed for adjournment on that ground.
Lordship, may I take a Lordship to page 4 of the application?
No, today we are adjourning it.
I know, Your Lordship. But there's a course title. In the course title, in respect of this particular application, state is not playing any role.
Okay.
May I take a Lordship to page 4?
Learned senior counsel for the applicant submits that in this interlocutory application, no relief has been sought for against the state respondent, and the relief is mainly prayed for against the respondent number 5A. Hence, he prays for fixing a short date considering the urgency of the matter.
May be taken up tomorrow, my Lord.
Considering the submissions made by learned counsel for both the sides, let this matter be listed tomorrow, that is on 17th of
Lordship.
June.
God bless.
Orders, item 8.
Item number 8. Yes.
I may please Your Lordship. My Lord, this is an appeal against the judgment and order that was rendered by the Civil Judge Senior
Just a
Division.
minute. Come this way. Whether inquire from the computer section whether my iPad is ready or not. If it is ready, bring it. Yes.
Yes, may it please Your Lordship. My Lord, this is an appeal against the judgment and order that was rendered by Civil Judge Senior Division 3 in Manisud number 11 of 2020. The judgment and order is dated 2/5/2024, 2nd of May last year, my Lord. And my Lord, there's been a delay of 91 days in filing this connected appeal. The reasons have been explained, my Lord. At the initial, my Lord, I must clarify that liberty was granted to file an additional affidavit after the IA was filed. The additional affidavit would explain the delay from May to September, and the main IA would substantiate the plea regarding the stands taken during September to October till the filing of this case. So, if I may take Your Lordship to the additional affidavit firstly, my Lord, submitted along with the IA.
Yes.
Yes, my Lord. It was on the 9th of May that...
Which para you are reading? Where are you reading?
Paragraph 3, my Lord. Paragraph 3.
Yes.
That the applicants were aware of the judgment and decree dated 2/5/2024, passed by the Civil Judge Senior Division 3 in Manisud, number 11 of 2020, around 9th of May. That is a week after the pronouncement of the judgment. The counsels engaged in the trial had imparted the information to them, and during that time, the applicants were both in their respective address. And my lord, the two applicants decided to meet at Aizawl by the end of that month, on May 2024. They agreed to that, my lord. And unfortunately, the cyclone Remal had approached, hampering all their plans, and several road blockages within Mizoram had led to them not being able to meet on their expected date. And it was only in the second week of June that both the applicants met and have a conversation regarding their case. In fact, it was on the 11th of June 2024. In para 5, my lord, I have stated that Mr. Larin Lua, advocate residing at Bongkon, was approached by the applicant number 1 alone on the 3rd week of June, and files were given for his perusal. And after 2 weeks, he returned the same, stating that since he is not much acquainted with the proceedings in the appellate court, and his reluctance to take up the matter since the opposite counsels in the trial were his former colleagues, he returned the brief to the appellant. And there's an affidavit of declaration in that regard in Annexure 2, my lord. And by the end of June, my lord, the applicant number 1 was down with peripheral neuropathy, and she was bedridden for quite a while, which obstructed her to pursue the matter, my lord. And around 3rd of July 2024, the applicant number 2 contacted the applicant number 1 from his village and told her that since he has no knowledge as to the court proceedings, he felt it would be best to pursue the matter together, and that she would best handle the matter for him as well. My lord, I must mention that at the initial, both the applicants, they decided to pursue the matter independently. They parted ways in that regard to engage different counsels. Both will engage different counsels. That was the prior agreement. But on the 3rd of July, the applicant number 2 contacted applicant number 1 and stated and made the statement which I have mentioned, my lord. And para number 8, my lord, if I may read. Things took a sudden turn when her sister Deng Chini was diagnosed with cancer following a biopsy report dated 18/7/2024, and being her closest amongst relatives, she had to tend to her sister, who took several treatment and tests during the span of July 2024 till around September 2024. My lord, in page 6 of the additional affidavit, I have stated the chronology of events. The visit to the medical institutions, wherein the appellant number 1 accompanied her sister to such institutions. On average, my lord, around 4 visits were made within each month, spanning from July, August, September, and October.
Okay.
And my lord, it was on the 6th of September that they approached the High Court Legal Services Committee, and Legal Aid Council was appointed for them. But unfortunately, that Legal Aid Council, Mr. Bishwa Joy Chakma, had gone to his hometown to start his independent practice at Longklai, that is in the southern part of Mizoram. And subsequently, I was appointed, and I had taken steps, and it was filed on the 28th of October 2024. This appeal was filed.
Yes.
Your Lordship, if I may be allowed to file an objection to the additional affidavit. No.
You should have mentioned it at the very beginning before he started.
No, Your Lordship, this application was filed in the previous before the previous date, on the previous court date, and
You have not filed any objection, written objection.
to the main IA, the application was filed, objection was filed, but to this additional affidavit, no objection has been filed.
You intend to file?
Yes, Your Lordship.
No,
Because
you should have submitted at the very beginning when he started making his submission that you intend to file it. Otherwise, I would not have heard him so long.
Your Lordship, because all these contentions regarding the
No, that is okay. You may file, but it is proper if to let the court know at the very beginning that you are going to file, and
apologies, Your Lordship.
let him file.
If I may, my lord. This additional affidavit was filed on April 2025. There was April 2025.
But Your Lordship, the case has not been listed again after that.
Copies
Okay, when will you file?
It has been listed 2 times, my lord, subsequent to
No,
the file.
when will you file?
Within this week, Your Lordship.
Okay, let us give him 7 days time. Heard Mr. Lalrokunga Pautu, Learned Legal Aid Council. This is in the interlocutory application. Also heard Mr. Jonathan Lalring Tuanga, Learned Council, appearing for respondent number 1 and 2, who prays for some time for filing his objection to the additional affidavit filed by the applicant. He submits that though he has filed written objection against the application for condonation of delay, however, in view of some additional grounds, because today you ought to have informed the court.
Yes, Your Lordship.
We are giving you time for filing objection. If you file, it is okay. If not, we will hear the matter.
On Thursday.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Heard Ms. Zairem Sankui, Learned Central Government Council. Also heard Ms. Nun Hui, Learned Government Advocate, who submits that the additional Advocate General, Mr. Samuel Wanlal Shiata, is in bereavement, and therefore some time may be granted for filing written objection against the prayer for condonation of the delay.
Your Lordship, yes, Your Lordship. Written
We are
objection, if
giving you-
any. Yes, Your Lordship.
We are giving you time.
Yes,
If
Your
you don't
Lordship.
file on that day, you tell
Yes, Your
me.
Lordship. Absolutely. Yes, Your Lordship.
Also at Mr. A.R. Malhotra, Learned Counsel for Respondent number 1. Considering these submissions made by Learned Counsel, Learned Government Advocate, the prayer is allowed. How much time? How much time will you require?
Your Lordship, if the matter may be fixed on the 19th of June, this week, Your Lordship, that is Thursday.
On that day, you have to file objection.
If any, yes, Your Lordship.
No, but on that day, you cannot come to the court and say that we are going to file objection, give us time. You have to decide as well as draft your objection. You can take a longer date.
So, yes, Your Lordship, so if the matter may be listed next week,
Yes.
because I have to apprise the additional Advocate General also in this regard.
You can apprise him today itself.
Yes, Your Lordship, and then the matter may be listed next week.
Let this matter be listed again on 24th of July.
Yes,
June.
Your Lordship.
24th of June.
24th is Wednesday.
Oh, okay, okay.
Sorry, yes, 24th.
24th is Tuesday.
Tuesday. July.
24th of June, list accordingly.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Madam Lord.
Hearing item 4.
Lordship,
Where is the
opposite
other-
party,
other
they are
side?
not there. And let it be in the list, if possible, on Thursday.
No, we'll call again tomorrow. It is a regular. This list will remain till it gets
Yes,
exhausted.
yes.
We'll take it up.
Yes, let's see, if they are ready, we are ready.
Okay.
Yeah, Thursday or,
But additional AG is in bereavement.
who is taking up this matter? I heard that Van Lesiam is taking up this matter.
Who is taking up?
Government advocate, Van Lesiam. The case, this case will be handled by her.
Yes.
Mm.
Ms. Lalnun